Thank you for the very warm welcome, and a very warm welcome from my side to every one of you. Dear Professor Denzler, dear Professor Reichstein, dear Dr. Streiter, I'm really delighted to be here. Size isn't everything, it's the quality that drew me here, to be honest. And I'm really glad to see so much AI knowledge packed into this room. And I've seen your packed program, so I'll give you just a few short words. I think it is the right place to discuss topics like AI. Jena as a place with a strong high-tech and a strong digital cluster is a city of the international active companies like Zeiss, like Schott, like Jenoptik, Salesforce, Analytic Jena, Intershop, you name it, all of them. We have the two universities here. We have the University Clinic, and we have 12 renowned scientific institutions, from the Leibniz, the Helmholtz Association, from the German Aerospace Center, Fraunhofer, and Max Planck societies. So that's really the place to do research like this. Also, and Mr. Streiter touched on that, Jena's population is open to new ideas, and with a highly above average level of education is itself a rich source of young talent in business and science. And it is the triangle between urban society, business, and science that is an integral part of our city's DNA. And this also, and it's important to highlight this, especially in these times, this also makes Jena a colorful and cosmopolitan city. And that's the obligation I would like to stress. Science is free, but it needs preconditions so as to be able to be free. And these preconditions are right now questioned, and we are all looking ahead to the year that's about to come and the elections that are standing on. And that's why I highlight this especially. And I take each and every opportunity that I get to stress that out. Freedom of science is not God-given. So we need to be very aware and alert in politics so that things do not change for the worse. It is true, we hosted the Digital Summit of the federal government last week, and I think I can say it was a great success, and it has shown that Jena's companies, Jena's scientists, and indeed the Jena's city society are open to ideas that will shape the future. They want, also society wants to be involved, and of course this likewise applies to achievements in artificial intelligence. Jena as a city is on the way to become a smart city. We want to offer broad sections of the population a concrete benefit of digitization, and we want to provide the necessary thrust to implement a wide range of digital projects. We are on our way of becoming a smart city. We're not a smart city yet. We are still on the way, but we are on our way since September 2020. I was asked to share a few aspects of a particular project with you. There are some projects comprising this Smart City initiative. One of them is measuring soil moisture of trees, and I'm gonna talk about this for a few sentences. There are others, like traffic monitoring, for example, like smart homes in an entire district of the city, like Jenergy Real, difficult name for a very interesting project where we are trying to set up a virtual power plant without actually building a plant. It's going to be completely run by intelligent connection between energy producers, energy storage facilities, and consumers, thus creating a virtual power plant. But let me give you a little more detail about the sensor-based urban green maintenance project that we are starting right now. Urban greenery plays a major role for the climate and quality of life in the city. Trees as a protection against heat and a protection against direct sunlight. However, against the backdrop of climate change and the increasing densification of urban space, it is a particular challenge to preserve the existing trees. It is ever more difficult to develop urban space in a greener and at the same time resource-efficient way. urban flora is increasingly suffering from drought and heat waves, and the capacity for irrigation through conventional watering is often insufficient. New digital technologies should contribute to a sustainable improvement of the current situation. So what we do is establish a citywide sensor network for soil moisture measurement. In order to make urban green maintenance more efficient and resource-saving, sensors for measuring moisture will initially be installed in different depths in the ground on selected trees. Sensors should provide data on how much water the plants actually need and how soil moisture develops in different soil layers and at different locations after rain events. Clearly, not every tree can or even should be equipped with sensors. So reference areas will be formed, each representing the same or very similar site conditions. Up to 3 sensors are then installed at different depths per reference area. We will then utilize the sensor data for urban green maintenance and share it with the public. The data obtained on soil moisture is stored in existing database systems, then analyzed and played out via the data platform, which we develop in another smart city field of action. The aim for urban green maintenance is to obtain information about the actual water requirements on the various reference areas. Watering quantities and watering routes are then adjusted on this basis, and we thus hope to be able to both save water and time by optimizing watering routes. When the system is up and running, watering itineraries shall be set up and recalculated automatically. So this is just a few small glimpses into one of the projects that we are driving within the Smart City initiative. And I hope I gave you, that's not really rocket science, it's quite down to earth in the literal sense of the word, but still it can play a part, play a role in the bigger vision that we have on our way to become a smart city. So I've seen the packed program that you have ahead of yourselves, so I wish you a very exciting day. I'm glad you do this here in Jena, here in the University of Jena, and I'll stay a little longer for the impulse, which I hope I can take into my day. Feel very warmly welcome and have a good day today.